LeBron James is a name synonymous with greatness, but his journey to becoming one of the most iconic athletes of all time is anything but typical. Born in Akron, Ohio, to a 16-year-old single mother, LeBron's life began in the projects, an environment full of challenges. Yet, through relentless work, talent, and determination, he rose from these humble beginnings to dominate the basketball world. This video will take a look at how LeBron became the king, navigating pressure, triumph, and setbacks, all while staying true to his roots. From his days as a high school prodigy to his multiple NBA championships and global stardom, LeBron's story is one of extraordinary perseverance and unmatched success. Get ready for an in-depth journey through his remarkable career only here on Sports Frenzy TV. LeBron James' story starts in a rough part of Akron, Ohio, a place known as the Bottom. It wasn't just a nickname for the area, it reflected the circumstances in which he grew up. Raised by his single mother, Gloria, LeBron faced the challenges of poverty and instability from an early age. His mother worked tirelessly to provide for him, but the two often moved from apartment to apartment, struggling to find steady housing. In this environment, LeBron was surrounded by negative influences. Violence, drugs, and crime were a constant reality. However, instead of letting these circumstances define him, basketball became his outlet. Early on, it was clear that LeBron had a unique talent for the game. As his skills grew, so did his reputation, and basketball quickly became more than just a hobby. It was his path out of the bottom. LeBron's journey from a talented kid in Akron to a high school basketball sensation happened almost overnight. At just 14 years old, he enrolled at St. Vincent St. Mary High School, a private Catholic school where he would immediately begin turning heads. Standing at 6 feet 5 as a freshman, LeBron had a combination of size, speed, and court vision that had rarely been seen at the high school level. It wasn't long before his high school team became a national phenomenon. St. Vincent St. Mary went on an undefeated run in LeBron's first year, and by his sophomore season, they were competing in sold-out arenas. His performances led to unprecedented attention. He was featured on the cover of Sports Illustrated with the headline "The Chosen One," a label that would define him for years to come. Despite the immense pressure, LeBron thrived. Over the next few years, he would lead his team to 3 state championships in 4 years, earning National Player of the Year honors twice. Scouts, analysts, and fans all agreed. LeBron wasn't just a high school star, he was destined to be an NBA legend. In 2003, LeBron James made the leap to the NBA, becoming the first overall pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers. The expectations were sky high from the start. Not only was he hailed as a savior of a struggling franchise, but he was also seen as the player who could eventually challenge the legacy of Michael Jordan. LeBron's rookie season answered all the doubters. In his NBA debut, he scored 25 points, dished out 9 assists, and grabbed 6 rebounds. This performance set the tone for a season where he would go to win Rookie of the Year honors. What made his rookie campaign even more impressive was his ability to elevate a Cavaliers team that had finished with one of the worst records in the league the year before. His talents weren't just on the court. Off the court, LeBron signed a $90 million endorsement deal with Nike before he had even played an NBA game, further proving that his star power extended beyond basketball. The city of Cleveland rallied around their new star, seeing LeBron as the key to turning their franchise, and perhaps their city's sports fortune around. LeBron's early years in Cleveland were filled with individual accolades but fell short of the ultimate prize, a championship. He became a perennial MVP candidate, carrying the Cavaliers to the playoffs year after year. In 2007, at just 22 years old, LeBron led the Cavs to their first ever NBA Finals. Despite being swept by the San Antonio Spurs, it was clear that LeBron had arrived on the big stage. However, as the years passed, it became increasingly apparent that LeBron didn't have enough support around him. Despite his heroics, Cleveland could never get over the hump in the playoffs, regularly falling to powerhouse teams like the Boston Celtics. LeBron's frustration began to grow, and after multiple playoff disappointments, the basketball world started to wonder if he would ever win a title in Cleveland. In the summer of 2010, LeBron made one of the most controversial moves in NBA history. In a nationally televised event called The Decision, he announced that he was leaving Cleveland to join the Miami Heat, teaming up with fellow All-Stars Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. The backlash was immediate. Cleveland fans burned his jerseys, and the media criticized him for abandoning his hometown team. However, for LeBron, it was a necessary step in his journey to become a champion. His first season in Miami saw the Heat reach the NBA Finals, but they were upset by the Dallas Mavericks. LeBron faced heavy criticism for his performance in that series, where he struggled in key moments. But as always, LeBron used failure as fuel for improvement. The next 2 years saw a different LeBron, a more focused and determined vision of himself. In 2012, he finally won his first NBA championship, defeating the Oklahoma City Thunder. The following year, he led the Heat to a second consecutive title, this time against the San Antonio Spurs. With 2 championships under his belt, LeBron's legacy was finally taking shape. In 2014, LeBron made another career-defining decision to return home to Cleveland. This time, his return was welcomed with open arms. He came back not just as a star, but as a seasoned champion ready to deliver on its promise to bring a title to Cleveland. The 2016 NBA Finals would become one of the most iconic moments of his career. Facing a 3-1 deficit against the record-breaking Golden State Warriors, LeBron led the Cavaliers to a historic comeback, winning the series in 7 games. His chase-down block in Game 7 became the stuff of legends as Cleveland celebrated its first professional sports championship in over 50 years. LeBron's performance in that series cemented his place among the greatest players in NBA history. He had not only delivered on his promise, but he had done it in the most dramatic way possible. Even after achieving his ultimate goal of bringing a championship to Cleveland, LeBron's career was far from over. In 2018, he made yet another career move, signing with the Los Angeles Lakers. Though his first season in LA was marred by injuries, LeBron bounced back in 2020, leading the Lakers to an NBA championship, his 4th overall. Beyond the basketball court, LeBron's influence has only grown. He's built a media empire with his production company Spring Hill Entertainment, become a vocal advocate for social justice, and opened the I Promise School for underprivileged children in Akron. His impact off the court is as significant as his achievements on it. At 39 years old and still playing at an elite level, LeBron's journey is far from complete. Whether he adds more championships to his resume or not, his legacy is already solidified as one of the greatest to ever play the game. LeBron James' story is one of overcoming the odds. From a challenging upbringing in Akron to becoming a global icon, his journey is a testament to hard work, resilience, and staying true to oneself. As he continues to defy age and expectations, LeBron's legacy is still being written. But one thing is certain, he is and will always be one of the greatest to ever play the game.